I have never eaten a Big Mac.
Haven't you?
Really?
Oh, God,
well,
they're
after
good.
the show, we're going to try.
I don't like shredded lettuce or onions. So
You can ask for without
fuck
it.
out of here with that.
Hold it. That's what you say.
Dude, the last time I went to one of those
Hold the
places
onions.
and ordered a sandwich like that, and I was like, yeah, I want a plain cheeseburger. And she's like, plain? And I was like, yeah, just meat and cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I got, was a carton of just a
No bun.
and some cheese. I was like, this is bullshit.
That's what happened to me back in
I
the
didn't
day.
realize you had to be that explicit these days.
I was at a Burger King when I ordered a plain sausage croissant,
Yeah.
and they just gave me the croissant.
No sausage?
Oh, I think my favorite, I went over to like Taco Bell one time and I asked for minimal lettuce and they popped their head out and they said, my manager says all I have is iceberg lettuce. And I was like, what?
If you're a geek, have a listen. We got the news. This week's edition. Talking movies, games, TV, and comics. Turn it up, Feel the Geeks podcast. It's the Feel the Geeks podcast. It's the Feel the Geeks podcast. It's the Feel the Geeks pod. Feel the Geeks. You're listening to the Feel the Geeks podcast.
Hello, and welcome to episode 203 of the Field of Geeks podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Mitch.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Inside joke. How's it going, guys?
Will anybody in the audience get the joke?
Oh, I think if they've
Tyler
seen
Perry
Medea,
fans,
yeah.
I'm sure, or aware of Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry fans?
Sure.
We've got one or two, maybe.
It's more than a myth.
I didn't know such a thing.
That's the name of the show.
Hallelujah.
More than a myth. Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, we got some good topics today to talk about. Not a whole lot of big news, but yeah, we'll get through it. We'll go through tangents. Don't doubt us. We will do it. So let's get started, though. John Wick Chapter 4 is out currently. None of us have seen it yet. It's made almost $75 million at the box office, so it's very strong
in like 2
opening.
days? That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's doing good.
Awesome.
Yeah, the
Especially
buzz-
for an R-rated action movie.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
and the fourth one in, too. Right?
Yeah, this is one of those that has only built steam as
Right.
it's gone on.
Compared to
we
the
talked about,
first one?
like Top Gun being like
Oh,
a
yeah.
sequel, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
these movies get better and better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I thought there was some things in 3 I was like, the whole finger thing, desert, like some of that was like, I don't know, a little out there, but I loved the action. Like
The principle is still he killed his dog.
right,
And that is
I didn't know
is
you could kill someone with a book. That was interesting.
And that was like 2 minutes in.
yeah.
But man, I feel for him when he's fighting. Like he's really, he's tired.
Yeah. One thing about, you mentioned like the finger thing. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to do it in the fourth one as well. Is
Another finger.
no, they just go so over the top with this world.
Oh,
and
yeah.
make it so
I think that's what.
unbelievable, but
Yeah.
still like
Like why?
but still like believable, if that
Right,
makes sense.
right,
Like
right.
it's just so.
It's like you guys are just assassins in the end. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's fine. I'm not looking for like best picture of the year or anything like the.
Yeah, I cannot tell you how many Courtyard Marriotts I've stopped in with gold coins trying to get like.
You know what
a
though?
better
I mean,
room.
for what it's worth, this
worth.
franchise has been super strong the entire way through, and it's really catapulted Keanu's career back in.
I don't even know if the first one was in theaters.
First
I
one,
thought it
John
was.
Wick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
It's Lionsgate top bill, so
Right, but I wonder if it gained more traction on like home video release.
a little
Remember it being
bit.
a big blockbuster until there's like word of mouth spread.
I remember you talking about it, and then I was
Yeah.
like, nah, who's this and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then the second movie came out, you talked about it, and then I saw the third one, and I was like, okay.
Well, it's funny. You go back
Yeah.
to the first one, it's like so much more low key, probably. Compared to these,
Yeah.
The other ones have more
They
budget.
have to amp
and-
up. Yeah, you got to amp up the action.
Yeah.
It's got to be bigger, more
Yeah.
explosions, more action.
You're exhausted almost by the time it's done.
Right. Well, what took me really out of it all was the end. For spoilers, the end of the third one. You guys seen the third one, right?
Yep.
Him falling like that. I'm like, come on.
It's John Wick.
It's John Wick.
I know, but
Probably,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is.
Yeah.
Can't kill the boogeyman.
I don't know. I rather they like you just heard the thumps and not seen it because it's like okay, that just pulls me out of it a little bit. But
Yeah, you're talking about this world where you've all of this other crazy stuff goes on, and so like the fact that he falls that far off of these rooftops, and I'm like, why not?
It's the same issue I have with the Fast and Furious films. Like, you have me to a certain point, and then when you go into cartoon world, like, I feel, and yes, I guess 2 kind of. 1 was pretty believable, wasn't it? It wasn't
Fast and Furious 1.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
John Wick.
I was like,
Yes, it was.
I'm all over the place.
John Wick 1 was a bit more believable.
Grounded, yes.
It was a little more grounded.
Second, when you get into the tailored suit that can be bulletproof.
But that almost made it feel like a more gritty James Bond, you know, where he was like, or he had like code words and he had coins. And it kind of gave a little bit more credence and backstory to his history.
Right.
And then the third one kind of a little bit over the top a little bit, but you got more. I think once John Wick started taking off, you start getting these celebrities that were like, yeah, I want to be in this thing. And then Lawrence Fishburne gets in, Halle Berry gets in.
Yeah,
you know, and who's the head owner of the hotel? Is it Ian? It's Ian
McShane.
Yeah.
McShane.
Is the general manager.
great.
That guy has always been amazing, and he was in
Ever since Deadwood.
Yes.
I've been a huge fan of his.
Yeah, he's got that voice and
He's got the look. He just, you know.
right. Well, and you know, not to turn into sadness, but we lost Lance Reddick right before this movie came out, who was Ian McShane's character's right-hand man.
Mm-hmm.
Great voice. You know, he was in so many films and television shows. He began his career in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
He was in he is in the remake of White Man Can't Jump. Which,
Oh, he was?
again, why remake
I don't
that?
think it's been out yet.
It's not out yet. But that's one of his projects he's got coming out. And of course, John Wick 4 just came out.
And Ballerina, I heard he's in.
Oh, maybe it's possible. I mean, they were going to do the Continental as a series, but
That would have been amazing.
I don't think it. I haven't not heard anything about it shooting or anything. But
No, I think it was in pre-production or planned stages.
Yeah. Maybe COVID ruined it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
that news stung me because I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah.
And he was, what, 60?
Yes.
He wasn't that old.
Relatively young.
Yeah.
They say natural causes.
And
so,
again, relatively young.
Yeah. It's sad.
Very sad. He's always been a really intriguing actor to watch.
Yeah.
And his voice is amazing.
Yeah.
You see the is it Funny or Die?
Yeah.
Toys R Us recruit.
I saw-
think I shared it to the group.
Yeah, I saw like a bit of it.
It is so hilarious.
Well,
Yeah.
he was in like one of the best series of all time, The Wire.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He was in another one that I'm watching right now. Going back and watching again is Fringe.
okay.
He's in
Yep.
that.
Yep.
So yeah, he's good in everything that he's done. So yeah, this one stung. I didn't like this news.
Yeah.
No, and it was just so fresh because this 4th movie was coming out, and hopefully, he had a lot of parts in it, or scenes in it. Shocking.
I hope he does have scenes in it, but I also there's in that side of me that's like I almost don't want to see the scene. I don't want to see it.
Painful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's painful to see it. I do hope he's in it
Yeah.
quite a bit, but then at the same time, I'm like maybe there's a part of me that doesn't want him to be in it too much.
Right.
So because I'm just reminded
I know.
of the loss. But
Yeah. Right. And it was finished too, so they luckily didn't have to.
They did get enough time to get like a post credit, like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Thank you.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Because I mean, he, as much as Keanu was a part of it, he was like the M,
Yeah. No, yeah, he definitely stood out amongst that cast. He was great.
And he was one of those where, as it went on, his role expanded even further. Because in the third one, he's in a lot of those action sequences at the end. So he's a badass with that shotgun.
Yeah, and he manages to make it out still, which is amazing. Because you'd think, they'd have some sort of heartwarming, he dies.
Yeah, looks pretty much end of the line. But yeah, that sucks. But as a tribute, go out and see John Wick 4. I'll do that eventually. So, and maybe he won't be in it as much.
Yeah,
for Jonah.
No, again, I hope he is. I know.
I know. I get it.
It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna hurt me in the feels. To see it, but I do hope he's in it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Quite a bit.
Yeah,
and I hope to see the movie. I don't think I'm gonna get to it this week because I got to do some work travels, but. Hopefully, maybe this weekend or early next week, I can go check it out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many movies out right now. Like
there really are. Yeah.
And there's a lot coming out this month.
Next month too. I think we got
Well, you've got
Can't think right now, but we have more.
you got Guardians coming out soon.
Yes.
Oh gosh, that's in May, isn't it? Guardians.
Something like that. Yeah.
That's going to kind of kick off next phase here, I think.
Well, Ant-Man actually kicked off the next phase.
Oh, did it?
And I got to be honest, I don't even care about the next phase. Because
Yeah.
I'm excited for Guardians.
Yeah.
Because I love the characters.
Yeah.
I've loved the comic book for years. Loved the first two movies, but I'm sort of just tired
Yeah.
of the Marvel shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, what was the last TV series?
Was it Moon Knight?
I saw Moon Knight because I'm a big Moon Knight fan.
No, it wasn't. It was that girl.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Miss Marvel.
I heard good things about
never
that one.
saw
I
Miss Marvel.
I didn't try to
But
see it yet.
as far as the movies go, I never saw Wakanda Forever,
Nope.
and I haven't seen Ant-Man yet. I kind of wanted to see Ant-Man, but I just
Ant-Man's good.
Yeah, I thought it was decent. I mean, yeah, I see problems with it, but I mean, if you're a comic book fan, I think you're gonna have a lot more problems. with it.
I think people had a problem with MODOK.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Right.
yeah. So I think that I'm excited for Guardians, but anything beyond that has got to look really good to get me super excited.
Guardians will be nice because it's like a final.
Guardians will
and-
bring people back in, I think, just because it was a part of the first phase.
Yeah, and Guardians has always kind of been its own thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do have a little bit of Easter eggs, but it's basically just them. And
I want to go out to www.doesthedogdie to look and see if Rocket dies. Rocket dies.
someone's gonna die.
They always have said, though, even before James Gunn was going to be done, that Rocket was going to have his story arc completed. So I kind of feel like that's the case.
You're getting an origin, and you get to see the guy who's behind his creation. So
Why does he have to die to have a story arc completed? Come on now.
or maybe they'll
There's
bring
no
him
reason
back.
for it.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
And yeah, it is a comic book movie, so if it's anything like the comic books, no one's dead forever.
No.
Right, and they wouldn't even have that lineup if it was like
that's-
the comic books when they first started.
And if they're
It's very
playing, and
different.
if this is the end of those characters, generally speaking, then
I think it'll be up to the actors if they want to come back. They probably won't because I think a lot of them are gun,
I think Batista's
heroes
done.
Yeah,
Is what he said, but I don't. Will they finish his story arc? I don't know.
He's really, I think, becoming a great actor outside of that, and I think that's what he wants to focus on. He doesn't want to just be known for his body anymore. Because if you notice, like the new Guardians, he's got a shirt on a lot. So I think it's just kind
Wasn't
of
that a part of his contract? Like he didn't want to have. Yeah. I think it was to have.
Well, I know he's one of those guys. He's just such a specific body type.
Yeah.
Where he feels like he's very restricted. I think in what he can do.
Yeah.
Because of that.
That could be.
And that's why
he's got acting chops. I mean, not
he
that
does.
have
He's not
abs.
bad.
Did you see that?
I did.
What'd you think?
I liked it. I thought it was decent.
What'd you think of Batista in it?
I thought it was great.
I thought he was wonderful in it.
Yeah.
Glass Onion was another great one.
He was great in that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But he's so in the knock at the cabin.
Yeah.
He was so like physically intimidating, but then he came across as so gentle, but it made him even scarier.
Yeah.
To me,
Yeah.
Where I'm like, dude, this guy's
Well, and don't.
because he's so
M.
nice.
Night needs to do more material that's not his. Like he can adapt the screenplay like he did, but it's like the movie was like I think it's a movie I would own. It's just simple and it's not trying to be him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I heard there's quite a few differences between. I never read the book.
I know.
But
yeah,
I heard
yeah.
there's a lot of differences
There's a
between
difference.
the book and the
yeah.
movie.
Which I think I'm happy with the way the movie did it.
Well, I am because I heard the book is a lot more ambiguous.
Yeah.
And the movie is a lot more definitive
Yeah.
Yeah.
in sort of like telling you this is what is happening. The book is more ambiguous. And I think I would have liked it if it was more ambiguous. From
Yeah.
a movie. That would have...
It was kind of a safe
yeah.
choosing. Yeah. But I still enjoyed it and I thought it was very compelling and he's great. I mean, I started
Batista.
thinking
He's really good in that.
I thought he had something more when Blade Runner 2049. He had a small part in that, but I was like, whoa, this is a range I didn't expect.
Well, all of a sudden you felt bad for him.
Yeah, he just was like, wow, this is a
Here's a machine living out on his own, doing his own farming, just keeping him away from everything.
yeah,
Comes in, blasts him.
right.
No, I mean, if you haven't seen Blade Runner 2029 yet, that's
Yeah.
kind of sad. But
No, but yeah, that's the first time I recognized like, oh,
Yeah.
he's more than just
Yeah.
John Cena, and John Cena's he's getting better too. I think
John Cena is just he can't get out of his own way.
yeah, well, and also
But he's great in Suicide Squad.
well, and
And Peacemaker.
Yeah.
he's great in that.
Yeah.
I think those are like those are formed around him. So yeah, he's able to master those pretty well. He did do Blockers. I thought that was pretty good. That was
I don't know. I don't even know what
it was
that
a comedy.
Yeah, it was kind of a
parents
yeah.
going after their
Oh, was like
kids.
chicken blockers?
Yeah, cock blockers.
Was it
Yeah.
Blockers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called Blockers.
Well,
I think it was
called
blockers. Yeah.
but
But we
there's
obviously
a,
know,
there's a
yes.
chicken in
Yeah.
front of the
Yeah.
Oh,
blockers.
of course. Yeah. Because I wouldn't. It would be, yeah. I never noticed that, actually. I thought it was just called Blockers, but... I mean, because I understood what it meant.
Yeah.
I got the premise.
I don't think we're putting the word cock on movie posters yet.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're not that new yet.
No, of course
Someday.
Hallelujah.
Crossed.
not. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to Guardians 3.
Yeah, I'm going to get sued by Tyler Perry.
But I
It'll
don't
be
know
okay.
what else Marvel's got in store for us in this next phase.
Yeah,
And
I'm
really,
just
again,
kinda-
I don't even really care.
Yeah.
It's got to be really good to...
Well, and the interesting thing is going to be what happens now with the Disney shakeup. A lot of this stuff seemed to be going one direction, and with this Disney shakeup, are they going to go more?
It's just because they lost so much money. That's
They
the thing.
did,
Like, they
but they
had
tried to
Star
force-
Wars, and Stars weren't to the shitter. and
They
that's why
tried to
go for
force
films.
things down our throat a little bit, I think, and that's where they went wrong. They didn't listen to the fan base. They tried to.
They didn't understand what they had. And,
No.
And then they were like, "Oh, this is an opportunity for us to put our say in things." And it's like, okay, well, that's not really the right type of way to do it, and the right material per se. Because why don't you just tell like a dramatic film if you really want to go into?
The thing of it is, though, is do you
like-
course correct now that you're on this path?
They have to. I mean,
I don't know if they should, though.
Oh, well, I mean,
Because that's going to screw up the whole.
Well, they're going to. I think they're going to cut more series. Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, more things are gonna get canceled. I think projects they were gonna do.
I mean, the whole Star Wars thing has been canceled.
For
Pretty
the most
much.
part.
I don't think that they're.
Mandalorian's really the only saving grace, and I heard Andor's great, but a lot of people didn't tune in for Andor.
I didn't... I think I watched the first... I've watched the first episode of Andor twice.
Yeah.
But I've not made it past that. It just had not...
It's
I've heard
slow
it's
build.
really,
yeah.
I've heard it's really good,
Yeah.
but you have to understand, I'm like a child. I'm a 40-year-old child.
Yeah.
I need something to like grab me right away.
Right, you need gun.
That's what I had a
shots
problem with.
Yeah.
What is it? WandaVision.
Yeah.
Those first two episodes were slow.
Yeah, and I love those first.
I mean, it was a neat throwback to like the 50s and 60s and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then you get into other ones, you're like, okay, this is kind of cool.
What most
But it
people-
took a
yeah.
long
Most
freaking
people
time.
figured that was all it was going to be, but
Yeah.
I felt it wasn't. I felt like this is just a tease.
There was a couple of... So,
more
with
there.
WandaVision, it was slow, but there was a couple of things in that first episode that were like... That creeped me out.
Are you talking about when the manhole cover? That's the one where I was like, okay, there's more to it
or
than
even,
this.
Like there was...
Help him.
yeah,
that
when
choking
they're like
scene.
at the dinner.
Yep.
Yes, and like there was
She's
like some sort of
laughing.
glitch. Yes, that glitch.
Yeah.
Or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I want to see more. I didn't get anything in Andor that was like, ooh, I want to see more.
Oh, okay.
Bring me back for more.
Yeah.
And the same with Obi-Wan. I never finished Obi-Wan either.
I haven't even started it.
So,
I feel
saw
bad
it.
about that.
I thought it fell short, but that's just my opinion. I felt again they stretched out a lot of things, and
We saw Vader at full strength, though.
there's some good stuff in it.
There's some good
I
Vader
think you
stuff.
should just make that like 3 episodes and or maybe a fucking film. It was going to be a film originally.
it was supposed to be a film.
Yeah.
It's very spread out, and some of it doesn't make a lot of sense, like what they choose to do and so on. I don't want to give anything away, but yeah, I mean the battles in it are great. I think I wish that both of them came back to something that was.
Are they not
better.
listening to fan lore, though? Is that what they're not doing? They're just building their own series and worlds and stuff, but they're not listening to the canon storylines that fans have built beyond just the movies?
Well, yeah, I think because I mean, sadly, when Disney bought Star Wars, there's so much fan fiction.
I mean, my God, the
shit.
There
amount
wasn't
of
even
fan
good- There was
fiction.
not even good fan. There was actually good fiction.
Okay, yeah,
that they could have drawn
I guess
from.
it wasn't fan
Yeah.
fiction; it was
But-
actually published.
But I
and
mean,
things
you,
like that.
so I know
Yeah,
I was the
that's
one
what
that
I
was
meant.
super excited for Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron.
Mm-hmm.
I love those books.
Yeah.
I love the comic books.
Yeah.
Or the whole Shadows of the Empire thing
Mm-hmm.
was fantastic. Go back and give us some of that,
Yeah.
either as a movie or as a series.
Yeah, I mean that's where they're not listening to us.
No.
You know, like I mean, Andor. I mean that character from.
What about the
Rogue
Book
One.
of Boba?
That was disappointing. I mean,
Was it
So
bad?
Book of Boba got good when it became Mandalorian season 2.5.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the very end.
Which I just heard that Favreau wanted Kennedy canned, Kathleen Kennedy canned, because she forced them to throw that into Boba Fett, their season, because it didn't make sense why it was in there. It really didn't.
It was pretty jarring.
I love the episodes,
But
it felt like it should have been the start of season 3.
It was unnecessary,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I think in my opinion, it saved that series to me because the series was lackluster at best. I mean, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but the coolest thing in that series was him riding on the fuck is the name of that creature?
Greyhound.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Well, and what about
the thing that did not,
Snuffleupagus.
the thing that did not get funded by
what was the
Oh yeah.
Mars Gideon or something like that? That guy with the basically the blue guy that had the sombrero hat type thing.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
oh
like-
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane, thank you. Yeah,
Cad Bane was
cool.
awesome.
Cad Bane was supposed to be more of a badass.
Yeah.
And I heard that he was pretty quickly disposed of.
He was in it for like an episode and a half.
Yeah, which
And
should not
he
have
was
happened.
awesome, and I really liked, they can bring him back, but Timothy Oliphant's character.
Yes.
Well,
give me a series around.
Yeah, how they
him
found the actual
as a sheriff.
Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that was a post-credit.
Give me.
They
yeah,
are
it
bringing
was.
him- yeah.
But so
Oh, are they?
give
Be
me
robotic.
Give me Justified in the Star Wars universe
Oh,
on Tatooine
that'd be awesome.
with him.
yeah.
And they are bringing back Justified.
Oh, good.
Saw that?
Yes.
But they are going to
Well,
bring that back.
God, I can't
Boba
wait.
Had a,
Best show ever.
Right.
is Jennifer Beal, is that her name? Or Jessica Biel? She was a Flashdance. She was in Flashdance. She's kind of a well-known actress. But she had a character they introduced. She was like in the casino in the town. Nothing really went anywhere with that.
She got like blown up right away.
Yeah, but there was
Yeah.
what was the point of this whole like...
Interaction.
They didn't really establish much, and it's like, why is she in this, and why are they focusing on her if they're just going to blow her up in the end?
Is it kind of one of those I want to be in the series? Okay.
I don't know.
Like
Maybe
like
it
when
was
George
a
Clooney
panic.
wanted to be in South Park, so they made him like chicken number 3 or something like that, turkey number 3.
It might have just been like they filmed more maybe and decided to make room for Mando to come in a little bit. They were like,
maybe.
let's just fix this.
Was Mando in Book of Boba? Was he?
2 episodes.
The last
Made no
two.
sense for me, but
Yeah.
It made no, like I said, that's why I called it, Mando season 2.5.
Yes,
because
everyone
well,
did
not
pretty
only
much,
not
yeah.
only is
That's what
in
it
it, but
was.
he comes,
Yeah.
at this point he totally upstages
Oh.
Boba Fett.
yes, it's not a show anymore.
No, it became the Mandalorian
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
and so I don't know. I had a lot of issues with the Book of Boba series.
It was just slow,
overall.
and I think you could edit it down to something like pretty decent. But I think a lot of people complain like, "Who is he? What's his plan?"
Well, that's,
you know what I mean?
One of the things that made Boba Fett so popular was not knowing,
Yeah.
Right.
like not knowing who he.
You just knew he was a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
That's all you knew.
I mean,
the
he
problem
was-
is,
Yeah.
you had material established, right? That
Yeah.
was people loved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is his story, and then that's ignored, and we're going in this direction. And, like, it's been too much time's passed.
Do they even show him like how he got out of the Sarlacc pit?
Yes,
They do, okay.
They do.
And that's pretty. That was
part's
pretty
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do spend a lot of time on him with the Tusken Raiders.
Yes,
and
it's very-
that was really slow.
Yeah.
Like there was a whole episode, like a 40-minute episode, and I was like, this could have been done in like 10 minutes.
Mandalorians had like 1 or 2 though that were like that, where it's just like
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's a
each
real
Star Wars
one-off,
series
yeah.
kind of has a few slow. I don't know. Yeah.
I typically like those, like the old like Monster of the Week type episodes. I love
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But in these ones, it's just filler, and it doesn't seem to do or go anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't really progress the story along.
Yeah.
It's just
And-
like
and
we have
and it seems to take forever to
Yeah.
even tell that story. It's just
Like when a ship breaks down and there's that big spider or spiders they have to take on,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, and Mandalorian or
Yeah.
was that season 1?
Year 2.
Yeah, it was season 1.
And then the coolest part of that is when the X-wings come in and
Yes.
the X-wing comes in and kind of like saves them.
I mean,
And it's
cool
at
to
the
see
very end of the episode where it actually gets interesting. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah, it's like the last.
now we're
30
going, and then
seconds.
bloop.
The
Yep.
season
Like-
finale of 2 was amazing until so-and-so took his hood up, and I was like, nope, I'm out.
Are you talking about?
Do you know?
Just because
about-
of how he looked.
Yeah.
Are you talking about when Luke came out.
Yeah, I didn't know if you saw it. That's why.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the end of season 2. I've only seen
yeah.
season 3, episode 1. That's
I've
it.
only seen the first episode of this season so far.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't even remember what happened.
At the very end, he's off to the Mandalorian planet that apparently was destroyed. And
Yes,
he was
right.
trying to.
Okay.
He has to take a bath in the original.
Maybe I've seen 2 episodes then because
I haven't-
see the second one where he
The whole thing with the mask, takes me
Yeah.
out of it. Like, how are they supposed to eat if they can't even take the damn thing off? Unless they don't mean like literally, like just like when you're in battle, you leave it on.
I think they
you
mean
know?
like in public.
Okay, and that
Yeah.
makes sense, but it's like I wish they would throw that in there in
Yeah.
public. Because
Yeah.
it's like, wait a minute, how the fuck is he
Yeah,
supposed
I
to
think
like?
if he's home, if
Like,
he's
that's
home by himself,
stupid.
about to go to bed,
Yeah.
take his mask.
Well, yeah, I would hope so,
ima-
but they act like it's forever.
Could you imagine how
Yeah.
pruny your face has to be under that thing?
Oh my
'Cause-
god! Well, and that's just it. I mean, if you have to always keep the mask on,
Yeah.
of course you're going to grow a beard.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to get long. So I
Yeah.
mean, how do you get a haircut? How do
Right,
you-
right.
These things just don't make sense.
Right.
They needed a character like just to ask him these questions for us. You know?
Yeah, unless the
before
helmet
I-
does all that for him.
Before I agree to your terms,
Yeah.
I have a few questions, and it's just like a big list.
And does the Beskar armor, does it attract or repel heat?
I don't know.
Because I can imagine
Well, it doesn't it repel the white saber, whatever they call it, the black saber.
the dark saber.
Is that what they call it, the dark saber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just can imagine that thing getting hot.
Oh god.
Flying near a sun.
Yeah.
Like,
Cooking
yeah.
in a rubber suit.
It's got insulation now.
I also don't like his ship. I don't like his new ship.
I think I do like how it's like Phantom Menace, because we never got to see those ships like do much. I felt like
Yeah.
just that one battle
Yeah,
scene.
but that's because they sucked.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they were just. I think they were
No,
trying to
yeah.
update the ships for the movie.
Well, I
and-
want him to get a bigger ship again because that
Yeah.
makes sense. He's a bounty hunter, and
There
Yeah,
were
you
way cooler ships for him to have, like, give him like an Arc, one of those Arc
Yeah.
170 or Arc 70 fighters or whatever they were.
What's that one that Boba has where he's like it's a sonic bomb or something like that where he drops it off?
Oh, the mines that he drops out of the
Yes.
the sound effect.
Those things are freaking amazing.
I will literally watch
Hallelujah.
Oh.
that scene over and over again. That scene.
what if that was a Hallelujah!
Hallelujah! Dong.
The Medea bombs.
the Medea bombs? What a great sound effect, though.
Oh god, that low resonating dong.
Yeah.
Which they can't call Boba Fett's ship Slave One anymore.
Oh, they can't.
No, it's now a fire spray. I think is the name is like the type of ship that it is.
Fire sprayer.
Yeah, but they can no longer call it Slave One because that's what slave.
Well, and they can't call Leia that either, right? Isn't
Slave Leia when she was.
they can't.
Oh, they.
call her that
What do they
anymore.
call her now? I mean, she was Slave Leia.
I don't know.
She was Jabba's slave.
Yeah.
It seemed very.
Beach Bimbo Leia. I don't know.
S&M Leia or something. You know?
Red Room Leia.
BDSM Leia.
50 Shades of Red. I don't know.
Hallelujah!
So Ben Affleck was interviewed lately on the Hollywood Reporter. Him and Damon had formed a production company called Artists Equity, and so their first film's Air, which looks incredible. It's about the sneaker deal that changed everything. It was the Air Jordans that they produced, which the movie looks great. Good cast.
It does look really good. Yeah. I would have never thought that a movie about sneakers
yeah.
would excite me.
But
It looks good.
it looks really good, and I'm glad Matt Damon's back with him
Yeah.
acting because
Yeah.
those two are really good.
And I know Affleck is in it, and I like that he's directing it. 'Cause
Yes.
I think he's a better director than he is an actor.
Yeah.
So
Which was a shock when he came back to Batman. Like, why,
looking
dude? You just got
forward to
the
it.
Oscar for the director, and
Yeah.
But
Well,
chance to play Batman, so do it.
who would turn down a chance to
Right.
play?
Of course,
I would. I don't think I'd want to play Batman.
You don't think so?
he wants to play Robin.
No, I would rather play like Ragman.
Boy Wonder or Quilt Man. You remember Quilt Man from DC?
Oh yeah, it sounds familiar. Yeah.
What was it? Like he has he has multicolored squares that he can only step on or something like that.
Oh God,
It was a really Yeah.
He does Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man. That's right.
Oh, is that
yeah.
what you're thinking
Yeah.
of? Yeah.
Sorry.
That was a cool character and how he he figured in his powers and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty gross, but yeah, effective, right? Yeah, the Air movie looks great. It's got Damon, Affleck in it, Viola Davis, who wanted to play his mom.
Yeah,
and that was like the deal. Like you get her to play my mom. I'll give you the.
So who's playing? Is Jordan in it?
No.
Okay.
Really?
Because you'd never seen him in the preview.
No.
And so I didn't know if they were like.
And I only know that because they interviewed
something.
him, and they asked him like, why is Jordan not is not shown? And his excuse was, and I think it's pretty good
No
excuse.
one could play me, but me.
Well, no, but kind of, yeah. It's like we all know who Jordan is, so to say like, oh, this is Jordan, it's like he's already well established, and the story's kind of like outside of that, so you don't really need to see him. And
it's maybe not necessarily about him.
Yeah.
Per se.
Jordan will be in it though. Damian Delano Young is playing Michael Jordan.
But you might only see him from like the back.
That's true.
Like
yeah.
a blurred shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you were trying to play him in a video game and it was M Jordan or 23.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah. They wouldn't use his likeness.
Yeah. So yeah, I think
they
just
afford it.
Yeah. Oh.
His stand-in and stuff. I don't know if he's got lines, but I know you don't. They never show him just because that's what Affleck said. But Jason Bateman's in this. Chris Tucker. I did not know. I figured Jordan was already famous when he got that sneaker deal, the Air Jordans, which are
what year
still
did those
like
sneakers
the
come out?
sneaker.
Because this takes place in what, late 80s?
I think it's 84.
Mid 80s? Okay.
Maybe before that.
I didn't even know Jordans was a thing until I was like in high school.
So I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it was either the first or second year that he came out, and they came out with Gen 1 Jordans, which were not in the color that the NBA said all players should wear, and he got fined his first year for wearing those, and then they took off with Nike. I mean, just skyrocketed. I think they're still making Jordans.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And that's like the flagship of Nike still.
Yep.
And
They've got a lot of different models of Jordans. And I don't know if you guys, I don't necessarily follow sneakers on the secondary market.
No.
But it is wild what some of these shoes go for.
Oh my God, yeah.
On the secondary market.
Have you watched the videos though of like some of these guys that own older Nikes and stuff like that? Like these shoe collectors? Like they just touch the sole of the shoe and it just crumbles.
Really?
Oh yeah. No, these shoes weren't made to last. I mean, they were made to be worn and done, but a lot of these guys that buy these older shoes, they crumble.
Wow. They probably look good on the outside maybe.
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of the white like fades and gets yellow.
Yeah.
It's probably heartbreaking to the 6-year-old who put those together.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Years ago.
That was the thing in high school. Everyone knew about the sweatshops.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Shit about them, I don't think.
We never stopped buying them. It's just like, hey, this is what they're doing.
I think it became like, oh, I feel bad for the kids, so I'm going to help them.
I mean, growing up, I could never afford Jordans anyway. I can't as an adult, let alone as a child.
What are they, like $250 or something like that?
They were like over $100 in high school.
I think. My daughter's got a pair that she paid that we.
It wasn't my taste.
Jeez.
It wasn't my taste back then. I remember I was shown a pair. I'm like.
No, to play basketball, I had to have the pumps. I could not.
Oh yeah, no Reebok pumps.
Jump unless I pumped up first.
And LA Knights.
I had the pumps.
Was it LA
Knights? BK Knights. Yes, they had the flash on the bottom. Remember everybody when you got your first pair of pumps, they'd all like go up to your sneaker and like try to pump them and pop them.
And there was that myth, right? You could explode it.
Yeah.
Or something.
I think BK Knights is redundant because I think the K is Knight, so it should just be Ks.
Was it BKs?
BK British Knights.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Burger King followed suit. They're like upset.
Yeah.
No, you remember when Burger King came out with the Big Mac, their own Big Mac, and then McDonald's had their own Whopper version for like a little while.
Oh, okay,
they switched.
Yeah. Still the Big King. That's pretty much their Big Mac. Yeah.
Yep.
I have never eaten a Big Mac.
Haven't you?
Really?
Oh God, they're good.
After the show, we're gonna try.
I don't like shredded lettuce or onions. So
you can ask for without
fuck
it.
out of here with that.
Hold it. That's what you say.
Dude, the last time I went to one of those places and ordered a sandwich like that, and I was like, yeah, I want a plain cheeseburger. And she's like, plain? And I was like, yeah, just meat and cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I got was a carton of just a
no bun
and some cheese. I was like, this is bullshit.
That's what happened to me back in the day.
I didn't realize you had to be that explicit these days.
I was at a Burger King when I ordered a plain sausage croissant.
Yeah.
And they just gave me the croissant.
No sausage?
No. Oh, I think my favorite, I went over to like Taco Bell one time and I asked for minimal lettuce and they popped their head out and they said, my manager says all I have is iceberg lettuce. And I was like, what? Minimal.
How many of them do you think are actually choosing
I bet.
minimal lettuce? I'm like, well, okay,
It sounds
got
horrible of me.
iceberg.
Yeah.
This is romaine.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's
Never heard of
stories
minimal.
I'm sure there's stories where what they didn't want, they got extra of. on
Oh
the
yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Like the cheeseburger, they like, here's 4 cheeses.
Yeah. Yeah, let me get a cheeseburger, cheese only, and it's
It's a freaking sick.
slices of Kraft American cheese.
You're like, you're gonna go far, kid.
Ugh.
Oh.
He's now manager, bro.
And then they're like, that'll be $20.
Yeah.
I can't believe what fast food goes for these days.
Oh my god.
My son wanted Dairy Queen yesterday, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with
Yeah. Sadly, I am.
the one in Ankeny in particular.
Oh.
My town. Mm-hmm. Worst, longest service.
Really?
Oh.
It took us like a half an hour to drive 3 minutes to a Dairy Queen, sit in the drive-through line for however long, and then wait for our food in a parking spot. And then it was like $22 for chicken strips and a chicken strip sandwich.
No ice cream?
No ice cream. That was like with fries and a drink.
You're kidding.
But it's like $22 for
Wow.
fast food these days. What? So
Sadly, McDonald's is the cheapest one.
Yeah.
And yet they're pretty expensive too. So
yeah.
I mean, I can understand
I can't eat McDonald's.
KFC.
Though. I eat McDonald's and then I hate my life.
Yes.
Like what?
Yeah.
I feel shitty about
there goes that
myself after I eat McDonald's.
I don't think
Like,
they got rid of the salads, which is absolutely hilarious because apparently those were like worse than a Big Mac as far as the calorie count went.
Well, everyone's like, I'm going to eat healthy now.
You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't always that way, Mr. and Mrs. McDonald's. When I was younger, teenage me, I could go and I would get 2 crispy chicken value meals
yeah.
Oh yeah.
for like $10.
Yeah.
Yep.
2.
Right.
And I would eat both sandwiches. I'd
Yeah.
eat fries. I'd even supersize both those fuckers.
Supersized.
Oh yeah.
Drinks. And like I would, and now I eat one and I'm just like, ooh, I should know that.
No, they don't even call them supersize anymore. After that whole
no more
supersize me,
supersize.
it's all extra large now.
Extra large.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is about that Supersize Me documentary was, I guess he was kind of like, I don't know if you remember it, but his health was declining bad from eating the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, he's also a fucking alcoholic. So.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
he was washing down those Big Macs with
Well, his
vodka.
his claim to fame was that he wasn't having anything except for McDonald's. If it wasn't on the menu, he wasn't having it. So
It's one of
how in
those,
the
like,
hell?
You look up like.
How did he have cirrhosis of the liver when he was just eating McDonald's? You know.
So it probably wasn't. So go out and eat McDonald's. And,
I think the best part was that his like girlfriend or something like that was
Yeah.
vegan. So on top of that,
Yeah.
he was having nothing but meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I do still claim though that McDonald's has like the best fountain soda.
Yes.
Like
Well, they do,
Their
yeah.
Coke is the best.
Yeah.
For $1.
Well, and you've heard the reason why, though, right?
Yes.
McDonald's is the only company that puts it in a metal container when they ship it to
Yeah,
McDonald's.
it's not like a plastic.
Yeah.
It's not
Nice.
a plastic sack.
Yes, and the hole for the straw is actually technically bigger than most other companies. So apparently you're getting more soda.
Yeah, usually
Per
the bigger
draw.
hole's not a good thing.
No.
In this case.
Yeah, it's better.
Yep. Well, and they also.
This is how we have like 3 topic items
Yes.
and still talk for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I think we're on the second topic item right now.
We are on number 2. We're talking about the
That wasn't even on. Yeah, and we haven't even talked.
And I don't even know how we go from like, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are teaming up again to McDonald's straw holes.
Yeah, this is labeled icebreaker, but there's no McDonald's on here.
No, there isn't.
I'm sure people are listening to this like, guys,
We should like
stay on topic.
on top of like when we drop the episode, we should have like the actual like topic that we have here for Field of Geeks.
Yeah.
203, and then just show like how far off the rails we go.
Right.
That'd be amazing.
Well, I do
Cross
cross now.
Yeah, McDonald's. Fuck that. Fuck that. Hallelujah.
That'll probably be a clip.
Yeah.
No, but you could say, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon can afford fast food.
They can.
And speaking of them, like that,
What a transition.
Is that a segue?
I had to figure something out. So, part of this interview about Air and stuff, he was having, he reflected on his time at DC. And, of course, there's a big headline right now saying, he's saying that he won't direct a film under the James Gunn regime. Not that he's got anything against Gunn. It's just that he's not interested in making those type of films right now. And so he was saying how Justice League was like the worst experience.
But yeah, he went back to it.
Well, but that's because of Snyder.
Well, Andy's in Flash.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I
So
forgot.
yeah, I
He's
mean
gone back
that.
to it a few times.
Yes, but yeah,
He's probably
originally.
one scene of Flash.
Well, yeah, it's about 5 minutes, he said, but it could just be a figure of speech, I hope. But I mean, from the trailer, you see him talking with Barry outside of the costume, and then you see him in the costume.
Is he in the blue suit?
Yeah,
Blue and gray?
I'm sure that's
It looks like the blue
Yeah,
and gray
I'm sure
suit.
And is it him or is that stunt double?
Well,
Oh, stunt double
maybe
for
that's
sure.
What he means.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, he said, you know, the whole Justice League experience. He said you could teach a seminar on all the reasons why this is how not to do it. He said the production was terrible, bad decisions, horrible personal tragedy. You know, with Snyder's daughter, of course, got in the way, and he said overall it was just heartbreaking. And that's the reason why he dropped out of his own Batman project. So he left that project himself. I always thought Warner Brothers was like...
I thought that they couldn't come up with an idea.
No, he had the idea. And,
Did he?
I think they may have borrowed some of it.
This is why I still will argue anyone like your brother.
Yeah.
Love Joey, but
Yeah.
those movies are fucking terrible.
It's an $800 million bomb.
Right.
They're
I mean,
terrible.
Well, but you haven't seen the Snyder cut yet.
Well, no, and I
You
can't
need
even
to.
hear, and I can't even say that it's like that. I don't like Snyder because I actually saw a movie, Friday night. I'd never seen Army of the Dead.
oh yeah.
Netflix.
Oh yeah, that was
Probably one of the better zombie movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And that was Zack Snyder. So
Yeah.
I have
And he
nothing
did
against
the
Zack
Dawn of the
Snyder.
Zack Snyder does great stuff. I
no,
mean,
he does.
Watchmen's
I
like
love
a
300.
good, right?
I like Watchmen just fine.
Yeah.
I liked
Sucker Punch.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
yeah.
I never saw Sucker Punch.
It's not bad. It's a
But
trippy movie.
Visually, I liked it, and I liked some aspects, but it was like his original idea. I think
Yeah.
that movie was. So a lot of people didn't.
So
care for it,
I
but-
don't have anything against Snyder per se, but I just don't. There's something about those movies that is just so
Yeah.
missing the mark with me. So
Maybe they're like too invested into the art of it rather than.
It is. He does a lot of noir stuff with his scenery.
I had the
talented
same
with that.
issue with
Yeah.
Man of Steel though, where you have Superman should be bright and vibrant.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
gray and dark.
40%
Yeah.
of the color out of it.
Right.
And that's not my thing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a different. I mean, it's tough when you've got, Batman is dark. It's always going to be in the middle of the night, and then you got Superman, which is bright, vibrant colors, and then the Flash is somewhere in the middle, and then Green Lantern and
It's
Wonder
the Dark
Woman.
Knight effect, though. I remember when Dark Knight was a success, and Warner Brothers was like, "Oh, we need to do Superman like that." And it's like, no dipshit. Superman is not that type of character. And most of the people in the industry were saying that too. But
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with that. Even though, thankfully, he did have a blue costume. He just had to like turn up the color a little bit, But
Yeah.
I mean, it had a lot of cool aspects to it we hadn't seen forever.
We missed out on the black suit.
Which we did get in the
We did
Snyder
get in the
Cut.
Snyderverse,
So,
yeah.
Snyder Cut's definitely much better than the Justice League, and it's because I think he was given as much time as he wanted to tell a story, and it's like it's in chapters, I think, so you don't have to like commit to 4 hours of watching it.
So speaking of which, what's up with the Snyder stuff that he's dropping about? Not Zod per se, but
it's just his trilogy. It's going to go back to theaters. Probably select theaters.
but it's not
nothing
a
new.
trilogy per se.
Well, Man of Steel, BVS, and his Justice League. That's his trilogy.
Okay.
Basically. It's just the trilogy of films he made.
Gotcha.
So they're going to be going back to the big screen. He's got no rights to do... a lot of people are like...
A lot of people were saying that it should go directly to Netflix.
There's no freaking way because they wouldn't be able to use those characters, because Warner Brothers owns them. So
Yeah, they'd be on HBO Max if anything, and they're already on HBO Max.
right, and also the new regime, the new plan is they're gonna have their DC universe, and then they're gonna have the Elseworlds. That's all they're doing, and they got film and television, but James Gunn's in charge of that, and they're gonna do a whole new Batman and a whole new Superman. So there's no way
It's tough
they'd be allowed
because
to do that.
DC, I would say, does a better job in the cartoon world, where Marvel fails.
Yeah.
And then you get, really good live action from Marvel, and then DC fails.
Yeah.
And it's like they don't quite understand why. And so they struggle. I don't think Marvel's ever struggled with
Well,
it.
it's- yeah.
They just keep to their own thing.
But it's also the $1 billion problem too. When
Yeah.
Avengers made $1 billion, that was a new expectation, which is that's
yeah.
stupid. It's like don't ever expect to make that much, and I think that's the issue. They threw. So
That's
much
like
in.
saying Spawn would be the next $1 billion movie idea.
Well,
And I don't think Spawn would do that. I think there's a lot of good Spawn fans out there.
right. Yeah, and I think Man of Steel had a high budget, and I don't think it like made a shit ton, but I think I like that film, and I think outside of Man of Steel, the director's cuts to his other films are are good. I think they're good. I think the studio involvement on the ones we got in the theater, yeah, it was the studio who like really screwed those up.
So,
I feel.
Question: does the this new DC cinematic universe that Gunn is running, does that affect what we're going to get from Reeves with Batman? Is that going to be an Elseworlds thing, and then we have a different Batman over here on the Gunn side?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be an Elseworlds. As far as I know, they're still moving ahead with Reeves, his Batman, and the Penguin series. Like that's still happening.
I could see those. I could see them finishing out a third movie.
And
I bet you.
I'm a fan
I bet
of
you the
trilogies. Like,
I bet you the second one
films.
film. Yeah, leaves a plot hole.
I'm with you. I like trilogies when it's the same creative vision throughout.
Yes.
Because think of like, okay, cut out Batman and Robin and think of Batman Forever as the part of that trilogy. It doesn't work.
Right. And you don't have the same people either. Yeah.
Even with the last Star Wars trilogy, it didn't work because you had two different creative visions in there. And so if it's the same vision throughout, that's a trilogy I can get on board with.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones works for me because it's Steven Spielberg's vision,
right, all the way through.
Even though that's no longer a trilogy, it's gonna have 5 films in there. But
the fifth one is not.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not directing or
he's not.
anything.
But even the fourth one or whatever. But
Fourth
they just
one, yeah.
basically settled.
Maybe we don't need
one.
to talk about the fourth one.
Yeah. Well, I always think
it's funny.
is the trilogy for that one.
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah.
And then they had like all 4 of them on sale on iTunes, and I was like, I'll buy that for there was like $29.99 for.
Oh god, yeah, it's hard to say no.
And I was like, it's only $10 a piece for the first 3, and then I get the shitty fourth one for free. But
You get a coaster.
I still need to go back and watch it again because I haven't really seen
There's
it.
some of it that's kind of cool, but it's very CGI heavy, and it's not really great CG. And
I
story
think
is
that's mostly Lucas's fault.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think so.
Well, because
so?
If you look at the prequels, they don't.
They don't rely on CG. Matter of fact, I don't think there was any.
The prequels? You're talking about the original Star Wars?
Oh, sorry, I was talking about Indiana
original
Jones.
Indiana
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that was
was
pre-CGI.
It was model makers.
Those were all like
yes.
like
Why
small
couldn't?
models.
Yeah, why
Basically
couldn't
took the
they do
fan-
that?
They took the prequel
Because
CG
I think
heavy
Lucas is
and
such a
threw it.
fan of giving his ILM or whoever does the CGI all that business.
Which they did the models before. And
Did
then,
they?
Yeah, they had,
Yeah,
I think they've moved largely away from that.
Oh, they have. Yeah, they have.
How in the world though did they look at this film in post production and say, okay, Shia LaBeouf swinging from a tree with monkeys is a good idea? How did that test with a test audience?
They sat down and watched them like, that looks amazing.
Yeah, I mean, is it just like
Or
you're
they're
so
like,
stupefied to be in
really
that
bad.
part?
Let's cut away from this pretty quick.
Yeah.
Or the opposite, like that wasn't even in there. Like, what'd be funny? If Shia LaBeouf was,
I want to see that fucking guy swinging from a tree with monkeys.
He was such an asshole during the filming.
after he snorted some cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I just went to business school. I don't know anything about movies, but what'd be great? Shia LaBeouf should be Tarzan. Wait a minute. Oh, we'll just make him Tarzan in this. Yeah. There you go.
God, that guy's fallen from grace.
Well, he's making a comeback.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah. Dramatically, he's done some good work, and he's in Francis Ford Coppola's return to filmmaking. I think it's Metropolis.
I didn't even know Francis Ford Coppola was alive.
Oh, he's in his 80s, so this is probably his last film, but he's come back.
Well, this is like, what's his face doing all those mobster movies.
Scorsese?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still haven't seen Irishman.
That's a great freaking movie.
Is it?
Yes.
The only thing I
also have not seen that.
Oh, guys, go see that. It's good.
I mean,
it's a long movie.
Them, but they
Is
still
that on
walk
Netflix?
like they're old men. That's what takes me out of it a little.
No, you I mean, watching a fat-bodied De Niro kind of walk through looking young.
Yeah.
Doesn't sit right at the beginning, but after a while you forget about it. You just kind of just accept it, you know.
Right.
Like a grandpa body on a young face. It it works.
It's like Luke Skywalker in season 2 of Mandalorian. You just kind of
You can just kind of imagine like Ford going in the back. That's not how de-aging works.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy was like, oh, we figured out the Solo problem. You just can't recast these characters. Okay, well, Ewan McGregor was in the original trilogy, so...
No, I disagree. And I disagree with her entirely.
Well, I think
you
a lot of
can
people
recast
do,
the characters. You just have to do it well.
I think the best part about The Irishman, though, is the fact at the very end, they try to age an aging Joe Pesci already. So it's just like, the dude already looks old. Why the hell did you have to go... Oh, God. They made it worse. The best part is watching a de-aged Robert De Niro try to walk. He doesn't have the gait of a young man anymore. That's so it's kind of like a shuffling, young-looking man, and you're like, okay, what the hell's up with this?
Yeah. It's like, maybe don't put them in the movie.
You know.
I don't know. Well, I think Scorsese pushed for it so hard because I think he'd been wanting to make that movie forever. And
yeah, I could see that.
These guys were more in their prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it, but it's very long too, right?
It's a 3-hour movie, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I got that much time.
It's got Ray Romano in it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What was his wife on the show's name?
Oh, Patricia Heaton. I can't remember what her name was, and Everybody Loves Raymond.
A lot of people always say, like, Rebecca. You know, I don't know her name. Yeah. Power Rangers, guys. Once and Always. This actually looks pretty cool. I've not really dipped into the Power Ranger universe for a while. It's kind of like all over the place to me. But, yeah, you got original Power Rangers are back. David Yost, Blue Ranger, Walter E. Jones, Black Ranger, and it's really shot beautifully. There's a nice
shot it looks
over the countryside, and they're kicking ass and stuff. And
who are they going to get to play Zordon, though?
I don't know. I don't know if that original actor's around, but
I think he is.
Oh, possibly he brought him back. But Rita Repulsa's back. She's like a robot.
Her voice
now.
is, yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
Okay. Does this take place in like the world of the original Power Rangers
I think so.
that we got here in the U.S.?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a Power. I mean, I don't know Power Rangers much.
Right.
Like we talked about earlier on, there's just way too much there for me to like.
Yeah.
Comprehend.
Oh, there's right now. It's all over the place. But yeah, the first gen Power Rangers is pretty much the ones I knew of. But I watched like the first 2 seasons. I probably.
What's it called again? Power Rangers.
Once and Always.
Once and Always. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, Rita creates a time portal, and she wants to wipe out the original Rangers before they got their powers. And then Alpha 5. Is it Alpha 5?
Yeah, I think it's Alpha 5.
I almost thought I was thinking of a Blank Man, J5. Remember Blank Man?
No.
Okay.
Wait, Blank Man, was that a Wayans thing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's been blocked from memory.
Oh. They're supposed to get a sequel. Never happened. Damn it. Heartbreak.
Man, they aren't showing much like on IMDb, like who's actually in this.
Yeah, it's yeah, there was not a whole lot of info. They're probably trying to keep it a secret, but
I mean, they do have some nice throwback stuff, like season 2.
Yeah, they got a lot of characters coming back.
Yeah, Adam Park is in it. The Pink Ranger that took over for Amy Jo Johnson is in it.
She's not. Yeah, she's not in this one.
And then it sounds like they have Trini's daughter, possibly.
Yes, yes. Which I think it's really cool because it's pretty dark. She's like, Rita killed my mom, pretty much.
Yeah.
The actress who played the Yellow Ranger, she passed away in early 2000 with a car accident. So, yeah, she was in the second Crow movie. So I was like, that was a big jump.
And then who was the Ranger that just passed away?
Jason David Frank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which Ranger was he?
The Green Ranger.
And the white.
And the white Zord.
So was he from the original series?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But
he was like first season Green bad guy. He had the Dragon Zord.
I think he was offered to come back, but I think he felt he already done so many returns. I think
oh God, he was
like, I'm out. You know, I was doing other things, and yeah. So, but
he was like the last tie-in pretty much for any of the series that were coming out.
Right. But overall looks pretty good. I don't know how goofy it's going to be.
I hope it's kind of corny.
It's grounded. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's going to be. Yeah.
It's got to be as corny as the original.
Yeah, I mean I don't even know where they're at with this series. It's like I think they're going to deal.
They're
with
still making them.
Oh, I know they are, but it's like I don't even know where we're at right now. I mean it's all over the place. But yeah, the return of these guys is pretty cool. Yeah, it'll be on Netflix April 19th. So I'll check it out. Hopefully, I won't be a waste of time.
Power Rangers Dino Fury.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
let
so
me know.
many.
Let me know if it's worth checking out. I'm gonna rely on you before I commit to it.
I don't know. I thought Madonna was decent. So
actress, so terrible.
Yeah. So
Madonna was not good.
I might
in
know.
Dick Tracy.
Might not
she
know
was
too
not
much.
good in Body of Evidence. She was not good in
Truth or Dare.
I never saw Truth or Dare. Is that a music video or a movie?
It's not a movie. It's
documentary.
Yeah, I think so. It's not. I don't know. I don't remember too much about it.
And have you seen her now? She is terrifying looking.
Oh
Like
God.
an alien.
Yeah.
They did a new Truth or Dare, and it's just
Is she still
laughable.
married? Is she still married to
Guy Ritchie? No.
No.
That ship
No.
sailed a long time ago.
Yeah.
Good for him. She's a mess. She's like.
Yeah, and he's still
dating
putting out movies. Yeah, one
15-year-olds
just
and
came out
stuff.
last week.
Well, and I heard that they were trying to get back into Sherlock Holmes, weren't they?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which would be nice to have another Robert Downey Jr.
Again, complete the trilogy.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, I agree. Superman Legacy is going to be directed by James Gunn. Not really a big shock there. He's already writing the movie, so I'm for it. I think he'll do a good job.
What era are we going to get Superman in?
Well, I don't know. I am so done with young Superman and shit, and him meeting everybody for the first time.
I don't need to see Pa Kent die again.
No, and I didn't like how he died in Man of Steel. That's the one thing I didn't like, how they did that.
I saw a great meme about that.
That was like watching someone you love on a railroad track and just standing there watching them get hit by a train. It's like, what the fuck is this? Heart attack, at least he can't control. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it made
I think
more sense.
the worst one for me was the Smallville.
Oh yeah, how did that happen?
I think it was the heart attack.
Okay.
But it was one of those where he was in the series for so long.
Right.
And then
I'm dead.
it wasn't like a movie where they're in there for, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He was in like seasons and seasons of this movie. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
it's hard to watch.
Contract ran out. They're like, Then Joker 2, Folie à Deux. Is that how you say it? I don't know.
Phew, you're asking the wrong guy.
Sure, we'll go with that. But we got the first look of Lady Gaga, and I mean, it's not surprising. I figured that's how she would look. So it's
she looks like Lady Gaga.
Well,
yeah. But I mean, her Harley Quinn attire. I think I'm a fan of hers, and I think I like the casting of hers as Harley Quinn.
She's going to be compared to
Margot Robbie.
Margot.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me though, because I mean, it's Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, so I don't know if they're gonna amp up her character kind of to match his, craziness. I don't know.
She's got the acting chops for it.
Does she?
Yeah, I mean,
you think so?
Did you ever see that season of American Horror Story?
I did not, but I've heard good things
she
about
was
it.
good in that.
Was she?
Yeah, and so she's definitely, especially if she brings that same kind of vibe to this role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's got the acting chops for it. I think I'm cautiously optimistic about this movie. Like, I'm sort of excited for it. The original one, I own it. I saw it once, and I was like, I don't know if I ever need to see that again.
It's definitely different. It's dark, and it's finally like a true. How could the Joker actually become about? It's more society beating him down.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Did they have to make him slightly stupid? I don't know.
Well, and I still go back to I like the Joker sort of being this force of nature that you don't really know much about.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I think from the Christopher Nolan series, why Heath Ledger's performance was so captivating to me.
Yeah, he just came right in.
He came from nowhere. And there was no, anytime you got a glimpse of his backstory, it was a lot.
Yeah.
And it was something different every time.
Yeah.
And I liked that. And so having this like definitive version of the character, I'm still not a huge fan about that, but
I like how they did like explain his laughter though.
Yes.
How it was a disease, like and that actually is a true thing. It's
and I did like that. I thought that was interesting. And I thought it was more interesting than the Jack Nicholson version.
Yeah, where he kills the Stenson man.
Yeah.
You remember those colognes where he's like
the president of the NRA.
Yes. He smells the cologne. He's like, Stenson.
Jack, you're number one.
And then he like rubs his shoulders really creepily, I like you more than I like suds on a bubble.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Great. I don't know what we're fucking talking about.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Lady
Harley
Gaga.
Quinn, yeah.
And well, we were talking.
Anyway, about this McDonald's burger.
About that Stetson cologne.
Yes. Be a sponsor.
Hello.
Hallelujah. No. Well, we were talking about. Do you think it really will be a musical?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've heard that from I don't know, like just random.
I think there'll be
That was early
scenes where
Yeah.
it will be a musical, but I don't think the whole thing will be.
If
That'd
they
be
do a little
wild.
song and dance,
That's fine.
point, yeah.
I don't need a Lady Gaga theater or theatrical album though,
Yeah.
because she was in a movie.
they go on like America's Got Talent, do a song and dance.
Yeah.
Don't win, kill everybody in the audience. That,
Dude, if you spoil the movie that way, that's gonna be horrible. Because that could literally happen. Because you're.
This is the 90s.
I
though.
have no insight.
I know,
knowledge,
but I feel like you just spoiled the movie. Like literally.
This is the 90s, though. It takes place in the 90s, so you're talking Star Search, probably,
Star
right?
Search.
Oh God, we're gonna get a
Kill Ed
younger Ed
McMahon.
McMahon. Yeah.
the Jenny Jones show.
Oh.
Sarah Jessica Raphael went up.
Hey-oh.
Jesse Raphael?
What did I say? Sarah Jessica. Yeah, Sally.
Sarah Jessica Raphael.
Doesn't matter.
You
They
know,
all merge into one.
they're all gonna die.
It's like a megazord of talk show.
Oh, don't forget about Ricky Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she was so great in Serial Mom.
Right.
Again, let's go down that rabbit hole. Kathleen Turner,
Oh, yeah.
Ricky
yeah.
Lake,
Wow, that
Yep.
brings back memories.
Yep.
Lucy Willis.
I bet it turns to a musical every time he takes medication in the movie. Maybe. That might be a way.
Do we really need to see Lady Gaga sing in every single scene, though?
No.
No.
Yeah. But I think she could write some good music. I mean, look at Top Gun Maverick. People like
I thought
that.
she was good too in that House of Gucci.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I liked that movie better than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I actually researched the real life events, and it's very different than the movie.
Yeah,
But I get it.
Well,
it's a movie
especially like
and-
Jared Leto's character.
Yeah.
I think what happened with him was quite a bit different than
Yes.
what we saw.
He wasn't a complete buffoon,
Yeah.
right? He was actually a little more smarter. But Jared Leto's like, I got this shitty.
Jared
ending
Leto,
again.
I feel like, God, he's a great actor, but they should not have picked him for the Joker.
Yeah, well, but they shot so many more scenes too, so I don't know.
He's also a method actor too, right?
Yeah.
Like
And I think
annoyingly.
you would think that they'd take that into consideration. We're like, this guy's going to literally go crazy for months on end.
Yeah.
And send, was he sending like the other actors like packages of shit or
Yeah,
something?
and then like used condoms
used
and shit
condoms.
like that. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah, bad
He wanted
choice
to make
on-
friends basically on the set. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Mission accomplished. He's one of those like. It's best he was like from the old Hollywood era where you didn't know about their personal lives too much.
Yeah.
And how fucked up they were and stuff. And now it's like all on Front Street, so it's like he's really a big fan of himself. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It's kind of De
He's a good
Niro-esque.
actor.
Oh, yeah.
He's,
No.
Yeah, he's decent enough.
Yeah.
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 Right.
Wasn't he in the original My So-Called Life?
Yes.
Was- yeah.
Claire Danes?
Yes.
Yeah, he was the
That
guy
was-
that all the girls wanted.
Yes.
Whose name I don't remember.
It was Jared. That's all you could.
Jared Leto.
No, it wasn't Jared.
That's all you could go off of.
Yeah.
It's like what was the other actor? It's always called by the real name in real life. I can't remember what it's called or who it was. But there's always an actor who plays like the same damn.
Hector.
No,
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't remember, but it's always funny because it's like that's your real name. Like, okay, you can't go by another.
Wouldn't that be weird if Hollywood had that weird rule, like you had to go by your real name in a movie? So it could be, like Tom Hanks is,
Tom Hanks.
what is it?
Thomas Hanks.
Tom Otto.
Yeah, Tom Otto, or when he was The Neighborhood, where he played Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Mr. Rogers played by Tom Hanks. Hello, Mr. Hanks.
Thankfully, they don't have those rules.
Yeah.
That'd be confusing.
No.
But-
Have you seen the trailer for the new Owen Wilson movie where he plays like the
Yes.
I have
Paint.
not seen it yet.
Paint. It looks hilarious.
It looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Is it a parody or is it kind of like
It is-
genuine?
So I wouldn't call it a parody.
No. I
but
don't-
he is an archetype
Yeah.
of that person.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So he's not playing them but he's not playing Bob Ross, but it looks like he could be playing Bob Ross.
Oh,
Yeah, it
he's
looks
not
like he
Bob
is.
Ross.
No,
He's not Bob
I thought he
Ross.
was Bob Ross,
That's
but
right,
I mean,
avoid,
he's in a van, he's traveling, he's selling paint. I mean, it's like everything Bob Ross did, but it's not Bob Ross.
It was almost like they were like, let's tell this Bob Ross story, but then they did not get permission.
Yeah,
from Bob Ross
so they just changed it up. Yeah,
No, it's somebody completely different.
Yeah.
They've already shot everything.
yeah. Like I can't wait for Owen Wilson to
It'll
go.
be funny
Wow,
if, like, whenever they say his name, it's like if it's like dubbed over.
like they made it.
Bob,
Robert.
Robert Ross.
So when he's like paint, you remember when he did the paint and all that stuff, and he had to sign his name?
his
But
name,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like Ross, and then you see this really crappy CGI Robert.
Yeah. Or they just put like the X-rated box over it. So
Yeah, yeah.
They just cut
They
away.
blur it out.
And they'll sign it, and it's like next scene. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I thought it was actually like.
I thought so
Ross.
too.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. The Blackenings, which Jonah brought
Yes,
to our attention.
that looks good.
It looks funny,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Wow.
Can't wait to see that.
Oh my gosh! I almost look like a Wayne's movie. Like
It does.
Feels kind of like
Yeah, except
Something
for,
they would write.
it's going to be funny.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
better than Scream.
or a scary movie.
Scary-
Scary,
movie?
oh, Scary Movie was good.
Scary.
First and second one were hilarious.
That's the only ones
Yeah.
that were involved.
The
with.
one that had, I think it might have been 4, where with the War of the Worlds.
Oh yeah.
I really
Yeah.
liked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, it's Anna Faris. She
Yes.
kills it in all of those movies.
Yeah.
pretty
She
good.
is so good.
You remember in the second one where he pulls down the sheets? He's looking at the date on the calendar. It says Friday, and it says Wednesday on her underwear. Get back here! No! Why don't you love me? You gave me crabs.
Chris Elliott.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get some potatoes.
Hi there, little girl.
Who's the guy? The actor in the wheelchair? I can never remember his name.
Oh, David Cross.
Yes.
Yes.
The comedian too.
Yeah, when they're doing their little back and forth.
Yes.
And Chris Elliott's like, allow me to walk away. Walk.
It's like totally House on Haunted Hill parody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't he say like when he's cutting the turkey, like, would you like a leg?
So good.
Yeah, that. Oh yeah, because they're all like, he's touching everything, and then he brings out the pie.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was funny because I talked about. We did a Scream 6 review, and I was like, that'd be a good time to bring the scary movies back because there's so many things they could play around with now that are
Yeah.
There is a
popular
lot
again.
of horror movies.
Yeah.
Smile.
It seems like they're going more like religious horror than they are like just somebody just demented and screwed up. Have you noticed that
As far as,
lately?
like, the horror movies. these
Yeah,
days.
the genre. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get a lot of exorcism movies.
Yeah.
Like, well, I just watched
The
one that was
Nun.
really bad.
The
with
the Omen.
it was the nun that dyes her hair blonde and has. Anyway,
Yeah.
Pray for the Devil.
Yeah, something like
it came
that.
out like
Yeah.
last year, and
okay.
it was on TV or rented or something.
They need to go back to like Pinhead, and
Oh, well, yeah.
Friday the
Hellraiser-
13th.
They did Hellraiser
Yeah.
last year.
yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yep.
Yep.
But even that wasn't really Pinhead. I mean, it didn't have the classic Pinhead
No,
that I like to see.
it didn't have the same feeling.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean,
Give me another Puppet Masters with the little puppet with the drill on his head.
Yeah.
That spits the leeches on your face.
Or even Jason 10. Let's go back to that when they're in outer space and
Oh,
like
yeah.
they thaw him out and the lady's head gets put in.
well, they did the remake. I dug the remake, but yeah, I don't know. Scream 6 finally did Manhattan justice. You know how Jason couldn't really because it was shot in Vancouver, probably.
No, I mean the Muppets could do it. Ghostface could do it.
Yeah.
Jason could not.
Jason versus Freddy was good. The first
I love
one.
Jason versus Freddy. I
Yeah.
felt so
yeah.
bad for Jason. Freddy was so mean to him.
Right?
Such a dick.
Like just spearing him.
Jason's so innocent. The best part of
He's a victim of
Jason X is when he's in that simulator and he's got the girl in the sleeping bag and he just keeps hitting.
Oh yeah,
And
that's
then
Jason 10,
He's
I
not
think.
satisfied
Yeah.
because he's like, this is
Yeah.
fake or something.
Have you seen have you tried to watch Jason 10 lately?
No.
It is god awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how did we
It
even
kind of
pass
felt that way in the theater.
I did. I mean, did you ever see Jason Goes to Hell?
No.
Yeah, that was.
And it was the ending of that
gross.
that got me excited for Freddy versus.
Oh
Jason.
yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie was bananas because I mean, the movie's
eating
30
hearts
years
and
old,
shit,
so
and it's gross.
no spoiling. But yeah, the scene where so basically Jason is like a curse or something, or a demon worm that gets passed from person to person. So different people.
They're out of ideas.
He's a demon worm.
Oh yeah, he's a legit demon worm.
New Line got the property from Paramount. They're like,
That
demon
scene
worm.
though, where the coroner takes the bite of that heart,
Oh, it's so
I
gross.
about lost it.
Oh, it's so gross. Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's hard enough watching those Saw movies. You know, like some of those challenges that they had to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, geez.
Pushing your face through razor blades just to get out.
Well, the new Evil Dead.
Yeah.
They're biting down and you see her
I
coming
want
out.
to. I want to see that.
Yeah, that looks good.
That's what I'm looking for.
I like the last Evil Dead. I thought that was pretty good too.
I'll watch that movie all day long. That's a great remake.
Yeah, I thought it was very effective. It did its
That was
thing.
one where I thought the remake was better than the original.
Yeah,
and a lot of that had to do with like the budgetary restrictions of the original. And the original's really just a lot of screaming. It's
Quirky
effects.
too. You know, it's got some comedic elements. This new one was just like,
Yeah, I really liked it.
dead serious. But yeah, the blackenings kind of take all those into account, and there's like stereotypes, and it looks good.
It looks
good.
really funny. And it looks from
Didn't
what I
even know
saw
about it.
From what I saw, it looks like it's based on a let's see. It's directed by Tim Story, which
Yes.
saw that.
Which I'm like, whoa, that's very different for him.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the cast.
He's done
Tracy
Barbershop.
Oliver and Dwayne Perkins co-wrote
Fantastic
it. They're
Four.
also starring in it, and it's expanded from a 2018 short film by the improv comedy troupe Three Pete.
Oh, okay.
So
because it
it's-
kind of has that. We were talking.
So
about
It is
Wayne
funny,
from-
yeah.
Kind of
it
like
does.
like a broken lizard
It's
type.
self-deprecating for
thing.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it looks intense, kind of like a Jordan Peele type film.
Yeah.
Right?
And,
Yeah.
and horror comedy, in my opinion, is probably one of the toughest
It's got to be.
genres to do right.
Yeah.
And this looks like it does it pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the time, because scary movies, that's just straight up comedy. There's no horror involved in that whatsoever. When you've got, Michael Jackson from The Others.
Remember when they started having Leslie Nielsen in those movies?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the aliens are here! They're coming for us!
Ed Woods at the beginning of 2.
That's
When they're singing a mystical
Oh, yeah.
on the piano.
James Woods.
Or yeah, James Woods.
Yeah.
Did I say Ed Wood?
Yeah,
Jesus
I was
Christ,
like,
I
I don't remember Ed
I
Wood.
can't get my names right.
No, you're good.
Sarah Jessica Raphael.
Well, I don't know if you remember this, but for Scary Movie 2, Marlon Brando was going to be the priest originally.
Oh, he was?
Something happened, and it didn't work out.
Did
And
he
that's why they
die?
got James Woods. No, I don't think it was that. It was... I don't know what the hell
He was
happened.
getting close to death anyway.
Well, dude, he looked close to death 10 years.
What was that movie that he was in with Robert De Niro and Edward Norton?
Oh,
It was a really good heist,
I
bank
almost-
heist movie.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like...
it's called Heist.
Oh, heist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was it called Heist? Okay.
And all you get to see...
No, it's called The Score.
The
Yes.
score.
Yeah.
And all you get to see of him in
Heist
that
was
movie...
the David Mamet one with Gene Hackman.
Yeah, that's right. And then
Oh, right, yeah, I still...
the only
James
scenes that you
Caan.
ever see with
James
him in
Caan.
it is him like in a sweat
Heist?
pool.
I think so. Oh,
Sitting
Thief.
down.
I'm thinking of Thief. Sorry.
He's over here trying to talk to him.
No,
Sorry.
We're going back and forth.
So
We're
anyway,
drinking today. I'm drinking water and
Yeah,
Coke. So
that
makes
looks
sense.
like iced tea.
Mitch is totally sober. No. We think.
Yeah.
What were you
well,
saying, Mitch?
No. I was just gonna. The only time that you ever see him, like in that movie, is him in a sweat pool, like sitting
Yeah.
down with a robe over him,
Yes.
and he's not moving an inch because he's just like a blob of a man by then.
Can't move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He literally became the Godfather
Yeah.
in the real life.
Well, he did the Fisher King, or not Fisher King. He did the Fisher Man. He did the Fisher Man with Matthew Broderick, I think.
The Freshman?
Oh my God, yes. What's going on today?
So anyway,
If anyone is still listening to this episode, thank you.
So anyway, back to Superman. I have a meme. It says, "Clark, no, I deserve the cold embrace of the grave. Use your heightened senses to stand there and listen to the debris shed my body." Did you hear that one, son? That was a fence post. It just went clear through my stomach. And he's standing there like this. That's a Superman
my
we
biggest
deserved.
problem with that movie.
Like his dad
The whole
just said,
scene was
Nope.
stupid.
"Nope, you got to let me die."
It was like, oh, I'm Jonathan Kent. I have to die. So we'll just stay over there.
Yeah,
And,
in a tornado that looked as fake as possible. You know?
yeah, he would have blown away before he even got close.
Oh yeah, no, he would have been toast.
Standing there.
Stand there.
Oh,
I deserve
God.
the cold embrace.
Oh my god. So reviews, recommendations. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. This came out last weekend. Fortunately, it's not doing too great. But I liked the film. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good experience. I took my young kids to see it. Jonah, what'd you think?
Yeah, my son and I saw it last weekend, boys' night. I liked it better than the first one.
Yeah, I did too.
There was a couple of parts that were like laugh out loud funny.
Yes.
The
sure.
effects I thought were really good.
Yeah. Had more money, so it was helpful.
Yeah.
Budget.
The characters were all cool. Even like the villains were cool. I don't know if this is a spoiler. There's a dragon in it. He's badass.
Yeah.
So the dragon looks really cool. So no, I enjoyed it. I recommend it.
They weren't as predictable, the villains, as I thought.
No. They all had their own. I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. Their own agendas to a certain extent.
Yeah, they weren't all like on the same page per se.
Yeah.
I mean, sort of, but kind of like, one was more evil than the other. Yeah. There's three of them.
No,
so.
I really liked it. And the actress who plays the foster mom.
Yes.
So the only weird thing is like the relationship between her and like teenage Billy Batson.
Yeah.
Ooh, this could get really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, really?
Oh, because these kids grown, too.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
he's like a good-looking 18-year-old, and she's a hot 40-year-old.
Yeah.
And she clearly loves him. So
Yeah, right.
Oh, was there a little bit of weirdness
there
there?
could have been.
Yeah.
It made me a little weird. It made me feel
It's
weird.
because that's the problem when you have...
Just the dynamic, and I'm like,
Yeah.
when you have, especially when it's, and again, it's probably from growing up watching too many hot foster mom.
Every Brady Bunch episode, he's like, please.
Why are you stuck in the dryer, Mom?
18-year-old foster kid. I've seen other movies that start out like that. So in my head, I was like, oh, that's kind of strange. But
Right.
anyway.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, because the kids had such a growth spur between the first one and the second one, and I think
You say growth spurt or gross spurt?
I said both.
Hallelujah!
But no, the movie's good. Go watch it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I liked, Scream was good. Cocaine Bear was fun.
Yeah.
You guys have not seen
That was the
Cocaine Bear
last
yet.
movie with Ray Liotta, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of those where it was kind of all over the place. Mm-hmm. In terms of like what it was wanting to be. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it really knew. It was like, am I a comedy? Am I a horror? Am I
See,
a
that's what I was always
movie?
wondering.
Am
It
I-
just looked really confusing. Was it serious or was it more funny?
That's the thing. Is it?
Yeah.
It doesn't know,
Okay.
because there's parts that are serious.
Yeah.
And
Really?
and-
In Cocaine Bear?
yeah. That are serious and are like violent. Mm-hmm. And then there's parts that are funny and goofy. And I'm like, all right, but I still enjoyed it
So
nonetheless.
it's tone deaf, pretty much. It's just kind of
a
all
little
over
bit.
the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't think
that-
they know a lot of the story of Cocaine
Well, and
Bear,
I
except
think
for the
that-
Not as
fact.
interesting as the
Well,
movie.
Yeah.
there's really not much of a story. I mean, like
They found
Yeah.
it dead. That's the story.
Oh, seriously?
yeah,
yeah,
that's
they-
all it was.
Well, how do they
to
know
it.
that it ate all that?
Well, because the truth about the plane coming
Yeah.
over, dropping the
the
drugs.
drugs
off.
were never found.
so they
right.
just
don't believe.
assumed the bear had all that cocaine?
Well, they found it in the woods, and I mean, I think it had residue, and then they examined it. But that's the story. It's not like
So
that movie.
basically, they made a ravaged bear
Yeah.
with no knowledge of what actually happened.
Yeah, the real story is not that fascinaning, but it's
They're like,
stuffed
this bear's got a
currently.
nose like Gary Busey. It's got cocaine.
It talks like
Together, everyone achieves more.
No, yeah.
Hallelujah.
The movie itself, I mean, it's very loosely based on.
Oh,
Yeah.
very,
I would
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Very loosely, but I did like it. It's got a good cast. Kara Russell's always good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They
give away a death in it in the trailer. Jesse, what's his face from Modern Family?
oh really?
They show his character die in the damn trailer.
Who's he play?
He's the long-haired dude. He's up in a tree, and the bear like climbs the tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
He
yeah.
dies, right?
Oh yeah. That's
Okay,
safe to say.
yeah, they gave it away. But the ambulance shot was awesome. With I love that actress who's playing the sheriff in it. She's been in so many things.
She's like a park ranger.
She's great.
From Justified.
I love her.
She's in Justified.
Okay, yeah. When the bear does that leap up to she's like gonna shoot it. Like that's a cool looking scene. I don't know how it plays out.
That whole ambulance scene is really fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is. I think it's worth watching. Again, just know that it doesn't really know what it like. Just go into it open minded.
Right. Right.
And then what else did I see? Like Knock at the Cabin in the Woods was good. Infinity Pool. I talked a little bit about that. I mentioned that. That movie's wild.
And what's that about exactly?
Okay.
Nerds bet on how the Infinity War is going to end?
No. So it's about this couple that goes to this island resort. This is all in the trailer, so this isn't even any spoilers.
Sure.
He hits somebody, they die. Any crime like that in this country is punishable by death. But then what they do is they will, for a significant sum of money, they will make a copy of you, a clone, essentially, to stand in for your execution.
Oh my God.
And
wow.
So, but if you think of like what happens to human beings who have that kind of power where they don't have to face any consequences, like what type of depravity they get into.
Yeah.
And that's really what the whole movie's about.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, it's wild. It's directed, it's the son of the guy that directed The Fly.
Okay, Cronenberg.
Yep, it's David Cronenberg's son.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That directed it, I think wrote and directed it.
Okay, yeah.
And like I said, the movie's wild.
Yeah.
I really dug it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's on...
I bought it.
You bought it.
Yeah. I was like,
What's the name of it again?
The Infinity Pool.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, if it's a Cronenberg film, it's good.
Yeah, it's out there, and
Right.
there's a couple of scenes that are just super psychedelic.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that movie that Michael Bay did a while back with Scarlett? No, well,
Oh, the island.
The Island, yeah.
Where
it
the-
reminds
I
me of
never
the
did see
kind of
that.
Clones are
Yeah.
bred for rich people in case
Yeah.
of organ transplants and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that
They
movie
live-
was a
yeah.
cool concept, but then it turned into a Michael Bay movie like the last half.
Oh, definitely, yeah. When they
and
tried to
this is from a
escape the
guy. I
island.
love Michael
Yeah.
Bay movies typically,
Right.
Yeah.
but it started out very different, and then it turned into like a regular Michael Bay.
What I love,
with footage
yeah.
that was borrowed from other movies.
Oh, really?
Well, some of his Transformer movies, they borrowed space
Oh,
scenes
maybe that's
from.
what it was. Or
I mean, I think he's done it before, though.
yeah, there was. I know that the chase scene on the freeway
Mm-hmm.
that was either used in Transformers from the island or used in the island from
Yeah.
something else.
Oh,
I
wow.
don't remember which.
Someone nitpicked it, yeah.
Yeah, it might have been Bad Boys 2.
Could have been.
Oh,
Footage
I
used
bet
in
you
the
that-
island,
yeah.
I
something
mean,
like
it
that.
probably
Anyway,
saved a shit ton of money for the budget. Maybe that's why they did it.
Michael Bay's best movie ever, still 13 Hours.
Still haven't seen that one.
I haven't seen that either.
It's his strongest movie
Really?
because it has no fat. You think of like Michael Bay movies, it's all blubber.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You get a little bit of storyline, you get some action sequences, and you just get these stupid scenes that mean nothing with characters that make no sense,
Yeah.
that don't need to be there.
Yep.
There's all type of blubber, and with 13 Hours, you have none of that.
Wow.
Really?
And so it's a quick watch.
It looked like a good film.
It's intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his best movie easily. So
I like
Interesting.
Pain and Gain.
I hated that movie.
Did you?
Yeah,
Because of Marky Mark? Or?
I think it was The Rock.
The Rock,
I don't-
really?
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
He kind of played against his, he always wants to
because
be a hero.
they're both like douchebags, and it's
Yeah.
based on.
Well, it's
I don't know
based
really
on drug dealers, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I don't really know the true story behind it either, but I didn't care for that one. I liked Ambulance, his last one.
Oh, did you?
With Gyllenhaal.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah.
And again, that one didn't really seem to have a lot of fat on it.
Right.
It was still a lengthy movie, which is kind of weird
maybe he's
considering
learning.
it's set in an ambulance.
Or he's got a good editor now.
Watch, he'll try to tackle Avatar now.
Oh, hell no. James Cameron will not allow that.
You mean The Last Airbender?
Oh, God.
Yeah, that'll be...
How is that movie? So it had to make like a whopping $2 billion or something like that.
Just to
It
break
did
even.
it.
Just
It
to
did
break
it.
even, yeah.
How? Like, I don't hear people talking about it.
I enjoyed it. I don't know how they did it, but I thought it was great.
I think probably everybody saw it at least once, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I know I saw it.
It's not like Titanic. It's not like you hear people talking about it once they got, oh, you got to see this movie.
Nope.
I've never heard anybody say that.
Yeah.
I've heard people say it's good, but it's not
Right.
like, wow, this changes the rules of everything.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. I'm happy it made what it needed to make because, yeah, he'll be able to finish out what he wants to do.
But he always said that he's not going to do another Avatar until there's technology that would, enhance
Well, he's already
the
done
movie
3.
going.
He's already filmed 3. They just have to post work on it. Yeah. And then I think he wants to do 4 and 5. And I do applaud him, though. He's like this. It's like the first time an alien planet feels like the equivalent of our planet. Like they're going into different regions, different type of tribes. Like it really feels like he's building a whole world here. Yeah. You don't really get that elsewhere.
Yeah, it'd be like if Dances with Wolves had a sequel where he went down to the,
You remember Dances with Wolves? The best and funniest scene in that entire movie is when he signs the papers to go to the outpost, and he's like shaking when he's trying to write it and all that stuff, and then he goes, "Sir, I just want you to know I pissed my pants and there is nothing you can do about it." And he closes the door and shoots himself.
What?
Yeah. It's in Dances with Wolves. It so catches you off guard.
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, Kevin Costner's character does this?
No, not Kevin Costner's, but when he gets signed to the outpost that's already like deserted and stuff.
Yeah.
This guy just is like, he's off his rocker and he signs him to this outpost. Yeah. You got to see the scene. It's absolutely hilarious.
You think the audience in the theater at the time was laughing at this?
I was laughing when I saw it for the first time.
Oh, man.
There's no rhyme or reason. That didn't need to be in the movie. It didn't, but it was.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I've seen that one all the way through because that's a long watch too. Right?
It is, yeah.
It's a long, boring movie.
It's a Kevin Costner movie.
Just watch.
Well, he swept the Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Watch Avatar again because it's the exact same story.
Okay, I've heard that. Yeah.
Except for maybe the pissing your pants and shooting yourself.
Yeah, there wasn't that.
Shouldn't have been Avatar.
But man, it would have been shot beautifully, right?
Oh yeah, it would have been in 3D.
3D.
You would have felt the drops for the ceiling.
The toilet, like, whoa.
Seat gets really warm.
Yeah.
They bring out hot towels so you can feel like, oh yeah. Yep.
That hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Quickly before we go, plugs. Field of Geeks. Check us out everywhere you find your podcasts. Obviously YouTube. We have a Facebook page, Twitter, all that good stuff. Living Quest. It's a new podcast that Megan and Steve started.
No kidding.
So it focuses on mental health. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
They're 2 episodes in. So I'll share you guys the link. But yeah, they will appreciate any followers. So
what's it called?
It's called Living Quest.
Living Quest.
Very cool.
Yeah. So.
Is it under the Field of Geeks umbrella, or is that on their own?
It is not.
Okay.
But you can find it on Podbean. I think once they hit 10, it goes to like Apple Podcasts. But I could be wrong. That's how it was in the past, anyway. So
if they're ever looking for a guest on how not to live mentally healthy,
yeah. I'll be the first one to sign up.
Hey, I think they got some free guests here. So
Yeah.
I would love to be on it. Mine would be a 4-parter. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm finally going to deal with my shit. I'm like, we don't have time.
Let's unpack.
No, they're like, let's pack it up.
Yeah.
Maybe another time. You need to go to a
This will be a
doctor.
A preamble before
as we're talking.
before we start this episode, we'd like to mention that if you have mental health issues, please go seek doctors.
We're not professionals.
We're not trained professionals.
Right. No, but I'm really excited for them, and happy to plug their show. So yeah, go check it out. They got 2 episodes, and we'll probably be on it eventually.
Oh yeah.
So
maybe.
Yeah.
I may not be told.
I gotta be honest, I don't know what I would freaking talking about. I don't know what I would talk about on a mental health podcast.
Well, I mean, it's just,
My problem is that when I get into uncomfortable situations, I start to laugh, and that's probably not the place to do it. So.
right. Oh yeah.
They would think you have that joke disease.
Yeah, I know. So you hurt yourself today.
Start with that.
Let me tell you about this scene where this guy offs himself. It's so funny.
It only is funny when he pisses himself. And the kicker is when he kills himself.
Incontinence. Hilarious.
Yeah. It's going to be like an hour.
Hallelujah. Toys for all ages.
Yes.
Plug that.
Yeah, it's still a thing, I think.
Sweet.
Is it coming? Coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think after today it better.
It's in development.
Yeah. No, so I know my my son, his big focus lately has been on like airsoft shit.
Oh, okay.
He's at that age where he's living, and so he went down to Florida to visit some relatives and hang out for like a week, and we gave him like $300 to like spend down there for the course of the week. And he like sends us, it's like 2 days before he comes back, he sends us this picture of this like pistol that he's holding, this new airsoft gun that he got. He's like, well, this is what I spent my money on. And we're like, you spent all of your money on this? And he's like, well, my grandma paid half. How much was this freaking airsoft gun?
Yeah.
Like, well, if I spent all my money and she still paid for half, like...
Oh.
And I was like, dude, I can buy real guns for less money than that. I have real guns that are less money than that. What are you doing? But, so anyway, point is, he loves airsoft. He spends a shitload of money on airsoft. I know he's going to want to video it when he gets back, and we'll probably put that out there. So.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Right
because he couldn't, he had flown down there, and he obviously couldn't fly back with it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
so
you
Grandpa
can't.
and Grandma, who are driving back next week, they're
cool.
They're going to mule it back for him. So
Nice. Very nice. That's different than the toys, right? Well, it's a toy?
It is a toy.
It's
airsoft.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar,
I've been shot
I
with
guess.
one. They don't hurt.
It's like a little BB.
It's like a little BB. A little soft BB.
It hurts when you get hit, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the range.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And there you can wear like masks, and you can go to like airsoft range, like paintball.
Yeah.
It's like probably equivalent to that, I would say. But
Well, if only that soldier had that gun at the time, right?
you know.
And on that note, we'll be back. I'm Josh.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Mitch.
Take care. Hallelujah.